study is taking place at 6:30 on Thursday in the 8th classroom. We have the adoration at 7 p.m. on Thursday in the Johnson Ballroom. The light Bible study is taking place at 7:30 on Thursdays in the Anne Marie Michelle Room. And the bridge takes place on Tuesdays in the ballroom at 8 p.m. Oops, sorry. Join us for fellowship in the narthex if you haven't got anything already. Our last chapel is November the 12th, so please show up for that. Our very own President Bob will be speaking at that time.
Oops.
You gotta leave, better prepare.
Yeah.
And now, as we're stressing out for things, let us let go of what we cannot change. God of autumn, the leaves are saying goodbye to their green and letting go of what is spring.
We too have our moments of surrender, with all their insecurity and risk. Help us to let go when we need to do so.
God of fallen leaves, lying in colored patterns on the ground. Our lives have their own patterns.
As we see the patterns of our own growth, may we learn from them. God of harvest wagons and fields of ripening grain, many gifts of growth lie within systems of our surrender.
We must wait for harvest in faith and hope. Grant us patience when we do not see the blessings. God of the seasons, there is a time for everything, a time for dying and a time for rising. We need courage to enter into the transformation process. God of autumn, the trees are saying goodbye to their green and letting go of what has been.
Amen.
We welcome forth Dr. Michelle Garland today. Please come forward.
Okay, so there is a very famous saying in Judaism. We make plans and God laughs. I had something different planned and God laughed. So going with the flow right now. Oh, it looks like it might be up. Chaplain Tillman asked me to speak about Hanukkah and the changing of the seasons. We've noticed that it's getting darker earlier, and we are approaching the winter solstice, where we will have our shortest day of the year. And Hanukkah is celebrated with light. The story behind Hanukkah is that a little over 2,000 years ago, the Greeks came into and kind of took charge of the Israel area and had laws of things that were forbidden, such as studying Torah, and things that had to be, such as new brides had to be deflowered by the head officer. And there was one courageous gal, and she said to everyone, "Why do you let this happen to us? Why do you let the head general rape us before our marriage?" And she came out naked. And everybody was like, "How could you do that? You're supposed to be a modest woman." And she says, "Well, what you're doing is worse. You're not protecting us. So we want this stopped." And there are a group called the Maccabees who said, "No, we don't want to be Hellenized. We don't think that it's okay to let go of our traditions and beliefs." And the woman, there was a sister named Yehudit. And the army at that time, it was the Greek and Syrian army, was approximately 40,000. And the Maccabean army was approximately 12,000. So Yehudit knew that the general Holofernes wanted her. And so she went to go visit him with very, very salty cheese and wine. And she got him drunk. And then she used his sword to cut off his head. One person ended up making a huge change for an entire country, her bravery. She took his head with her, and she ran back to camp, and she said, "The leader of the army is now dead. Now's the time to attack. They won't know what to do." And they did, and an army of 12,000 defeated 40,000. After this was over, the Maccabees went and reclaimed the temple in Jerusalem, took down the idols that had been put up, and one thing that was in the temple was always the Ner Tamid, the eternal light that was made from olive oil. And from the Ner Tamid, which would have the stamp of the Kohen Gadol, the high priest. A little secret to this is that it only contained the very first drop of oil that came out of each olive. It wasn't just grinding up all of the olives. The vial is made up of the very first drop from each olive. So they were looking around and they wanted to reignite the Ner Tamid, and they found in a corner a tiny little vial of the kosher olive oil that had the stamp of the Kohen Gadol. And they lit it, and it should have only lasted for 1 day. Instead, it lasted for 8. And the Jewish people were able to reclaim the temple and continue to practice Judaism. And that is the miracle of lights. There were a couple of miracles. One was that an army of 12,000 was able to defeat an army of 40,000. And the other is that the light lasted for 8 nights instead of 1. To put this into perspective for kids these days, we say, let's say you had a cell phone charger thing and it only had enough energy to charge your cell phone for 1 day, but it lasted 8 days. Oh. Okay, this is a song written by my friend. He's in a lot of peace groups, building bridges, children of Abraham in Israel. And this is the song that he wrote for Hanukkah that I'd like to share with you.
Happy Hanukkah, happy winter solstice celebration. Remember when the world outside was cold?
Can you hear it? Stay close to warmth and light when the world is cold and dark. When we love one another in daily communion. That's how we love God. When we love one another in daily communion. That's how we love God. And we only see more love and more light. Heavens are singing, the angels are crying. More love, more light. Thank you. And I don't know if you were here before, Professor Steve Smith did something once showing what one light can do. Light shines the brightest. A single light can illuminate an entire room when the room is dark. And he did something where people took their candles and then you touched another person's and another person, and then eventually the whole room was glowing. And the thing that's amazing is that when we spread our light, it doesn't take away from us, just like it doesn't take away from the candle or the original source. Go forth and spread light. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Garland. Lord, remember us in your kingdom and teach us to pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. God of righteousness, who gives justice to the oppressed, who gives food to the hungry, who sets the prisoner free, bless you now and forever.
Amen.
The love of God the Sovereign strengthen you. God the Son save you. And God the Holy Spirit anoint you for the work ahead. The Holy Trinity bless you and grant you a faithful and courageous heart to go in peace and share the harvest.
Thanks be to God.